Hey guys, it is Monday here in West Virginia, and it is time for us to do our Mopar Monday. And I finally got some new Mopars in, and actually I even found a couple more over the weekend too that we'll save for next Monday. What we're looking at today are some 1970 Dodge Challengers from Greenlight and Auto World, and there are three that I've been after for a while, but it just needed to wait for the right time and right price. The number one of the three is this guy here. This car is awesome. I dig the old Mopars with the black body, black stripes, and black interior, and even like quadruple black with a black top. But anyways, this is probably the only TA Challenger that was like this. I could be wrong about that, but this showed up at the Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals in 2020, and Auto World made just a hair over 1,000 of them, 1,008. Nowadays they're making I think like 1,500 of each of the MCE ACN cars. This year they did the 68 Dodge Coronet convertible. I want to get one of those. I still got to order it from the Auto World store. If you guys haven't seen it yet, it's kind of a really nice looking car. It's like a plum maroon kind of color, and it's got steel rims with that are matched, color matched to the car with dog dish caps. It's top down convertible. It's the first convertible they released of that new casting, which is really cool. But back to this guy here. So we have the premium facts. The 2021 Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals was held at the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center in Rosemont, Illinois on November 20th and 21st. This beautiful 1970 Dodge Challenger TA was on display at the 2021 MC ACN class of 1970, a 50th anniversary celebration, which carried over from 2020. So I guess it was at both shows. No, okay, I see 2021. Okay, never mind. So anyways, this is a very cool color combo because most of the TAs had high impact colors that really highlighted the dull black TA stripes on the side and the dull satin black hood with the signature TA scoop and the ducktail style wing on the TA. And on the back of this, it doesn't really say much about the TA. It gives us a rundown of the class of 1970, a 50th anniversary celebration. Many consider 1970 to be the pinnacle year for American muscle. I consider like 70 and 71. But anyways, 70 saw the introduction of the new GMA bodies. Chrysler introduced the iconic Challenger and an all-new Barracuda. And the Ford Torino and Cyclone saw major updates. Across the board, engine choices were over the top. 426 Hemi and six-pack Mopars ruled the roads, while 450 horsepower LS6s were readily available. Cobra Jet and Boss 429s carried over in the new generation of insurance beaters like the W31s and Rally 350 from Oldsmobile found loopholes. AMC made yet another wild red, white, and blue screamer dubbed the Machine. And lastly, Buick made sure everyone knew they were serious with the GSX. The argument is undeniable. 1970 just may be the hottest year for American muscle. I agree, but as I said, 71 was no year to frown on either. It had a lot of new trending things, such as the Dodge Demon first appeared, and then Mr. Norm did in 71 with I think it was the supercharged one in 71, or maybe it was a six-pack, vice versa. 71 was a Super Paxton supercharger, or the six-pack, and 72 was vice versa. So I cannot remember. But anyways, yeah, it was a great year in 71 too. So let's get this guy out and take a look at him. And anyways, yeah, this car I've been after for a while. I finally found it for, it was like, I don't know, 20 bucks plus shipping. So by the time it was all said and done, I had like 30 bucks I paid for this. I know it's a little bit pricey for an Auto World, but it is a very rare one of 1008. And as I said, it's just a very cool, unique car. You could see in the right lighting the TA there, and then the 346 pack, and the dog dish caps with the color coated stillies. Well, it may not even be color coded because it's black car with black stillies. Their yellow one that they released looks really cool. It has still rims that are painted black with dog dish caps, and I even made my own Greenlight TA. Well, it was actually a real TA from Greenlight, blue one, that had the rallies, but I took some cop wheels and put on it from an NYPD cruiser, and it looked really cool and such. So yeah, this is a very nice looking car. A little bubble there. That's a shame. I was painting earlier. That's why my fingers are like that. I was doing some stuff for the salvage yard cars and got some paint on my fingers. But yeah, as I said, these are very cool cars. Auto World never disappoints under the hood, although they do not have an upper radiator hose on this one. And the engine seems a little bit too vibrant for a stock Mopar. It looks a little bit too red. But anyway, still a cool car. And their awesome chassis is correct with the exhaust detail, the exhaust coming out in front of the rear tires. Yeah, this is just a beautiful car. I have a 70 RT that they called, well, you guys probably heard, the Black Ghost with the black alligator top and stuff. Then I have a couple of Cudas that are all black. Graveyard Cars had a 340 with a, I don't think it was a six-pack. It was just a regular 340 Cuda. It wasn't an AAR. But there is an AAR that Greenlight makes that's black on black like this, and I have not picked it up yet. I got to find one of those. I got to get more AAR Cudas. I think I only have like one or two. But anyways, let's move along with our challengers today. Here's another cool one. This one I was looking for a while. I missed a guy one time had a lot of these, like 3 or 4 of them for like 20 bucks, and I missed out on it. And ever since then, I've been hunting the car, and the car seems to be a little bit pricey most of the time. But this one I found for a decent price. I think it was like 10 bucks or a little less. And it has a green workbench and such. I know back in the day, well, it wasn't really that long ago. What was this, 2010 or something? 2012. It was when not Auto World, but Greenlight was putting like green machine cards, foil cards inside, like regular cars. This would have the foil on it, like a gold foil on it would be green where the writing is, but the car would just be a regular car. Then sometimes the tools would be green machine tools and such, and then sometimes you could get it the whole deal, the car, the tool, and the car. But anyways, I don't know, they didn't go over too good. They didn't do that for too long. But anyways, this one, that could be considered like a green machine workbench, but it doesn't make it worth anymore. But anyways, let's get this guy out and take a look at him. This tells us on the back what it was. It was a, I don't know, it was 390 horse V8, so it must have been a 440 car. And it's Panther pink and so forth. And anyways, I'm not going to read the card on this. I'm just going to get the car out and take a look at him. The next car we're going to look at has a set of wheels for this one. Because actually, I'm not really, I love Magnums, don't get me wrong, but I'm not really feeling them when they're painted gray. They should be chrome all the time, in my opinion. And the Panther pink from Greenlight always seemed kind of dull to me. It's like a semi-gloss. It's even like that on the 70 Charger that they have. It looks okay. like in a display case and stuff. But when you really have them in your hand looking at them, it's not so shiny and deep as what it should be, in my opinion. But it still looks cool. And this guy, I'm not sure if this is a 446 pack or supposed to be a Hemi. The way the card read with 390 horse, it was probably just a 440 or 383, because it's a 426 Hemi would have been 450 horse. So I'm not sure what this was supposed to have. Actually, let's zoom in and look. I cannot see it. It's kind of just blurred together, the numbers, but it doesn't say Hemi. Usually the Hemi is, you can kind of see it a little better than what we have here. Usually the Hemi really stands out. I think it's just a 440 car. But they did a nice job on their car. Their tires are a little bit wide on their E-bodies. That was the downside. But their Mopar rallies that they make are really nicely detailed, even though they're a little wide. I tolerate them because they look really good. These wheels, however, don't look that good. And the tires don't even seat on the wheel that well. So yeah, it definitely needs a wheel swap. So anyways, let's take a look at our last 70 for the day. And this is a 70 Dodge Challenger RT. And I'm not sure what he's running either. But see, it comes with a set of wheels instead of a workbench or shop tool. I would rather have the wheels and tires than the tool accessory. But anyways, these wheels will look really, really good on this car. So that's what my intentions were. Because they're rally wheels, as I mentioned, I really like the Greenlight rally wheels. Even though they're a little bit wide, I still think they look really good. The detail and everything is perfect on them, in my opinion. So this guy is from 2010, and this is... yeah, 425 horse, so that's the Hemi. I'm sorry, not 450. It would have been 426, 425 horse. So that's what this is supposed to be. And this is Sublime green and such. Other details that I'm not going to read. So let's get them off the card and take a look at him. And it does, yeah, see, that's what I meant. You could really see on here because it says 426 and then, come on. And then it reads Hemi, the lettering there, if it would focus in, but it's not going to. But it looks like the same exact engine as in the pink one. Yeah, see? It's the same engine. It's just what they want to say it is on the package. That's pretty much it. But it is the same casting for the engine. Really cool looking car. I do like this in this green, and it says GL Muscle 1. Was that really Series 1? Yeah, it is Series 1. Wow. I did not know that, so that's cool. That is one of the Pioneer GL muscle cars. That's pretty cool. So anyways, that's it for our trifecta of the 70 Challengers today. And as I mentioned, we will be swapping around the wheels on this guy to make it look a little bit more appealing. And that would probably be it. We'll show it to you guys probably next Monday, what it turned out to be. And then next Monday, we got some M2 Mopars that I found over the weekend at Walmart. Then for Friday, we'll have something coming up. Not sure what it is. Maybe some lowriders. We'll see what happens. And That's it, though, guys. We will be back again probably on Friday. So have a great week, and we'll see you Friday.